Hello, my name is Vesper. My name is Vesper. Hi, my name is Vesper Fortune. Bat of Fortune, Witch of Fate. Here to help you change yours. I hope everyone's had a good day. I hope everyone's had a better day than me. Mister says it like I don't practically live here on stream. I hope everyone's had a better day than me, because oh my god, I am, I am going through it. There are people who know I'm going through it right now. I let them know. Get my mail delivered here, sent to Vesper Stream. But I really don't want to, like, I don't want to dwell on it because there's nothing. Well, there is shit I can do about it. I am doing shit about it. I started doing a lot of shit about it. When I in stream, I will be doing the shit. I will be starting doing the shit. So, like, shit will be done. It'll be getting done. Whatever I can do, I will be doing. And that's the beginning and the end of it, cause, heck yeah, stream and doing shit. I don't like I have to do shit, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Because if I spend another year in this house, so, like, the main thing, the main thing today is that I realized I am so utterly pissed rightfully the fuck off today. And that's mostly because, I would rather be angry than sad. And I don't even like being angry all that much. But it tells you one thing, that I am utterly outraged. Like, I didn't even want to stream. I was afraid, like, I'm like, listen. I had to be toxic earlier. I went onto my unnamed Reddit account and I was a little toxic as a treat to myself. I was a little toxic. Not going to lie. And I'm just like, if I do not get out this anger, I will be bloodthirsty later. I will be too bloodthirsty for stream. I need to start playing Smash again because it's getting to points, man. It's getting to points. I need to activate my Princess Peach main self again. It's okay. It's fine. What is happening is when you have about 50 years of issues that have not been attended by therapy but have been attended by delusions. That's the beginning and end of that. That's all I'm gonna say. 50 years without therapy, but 50 years with delusions. It sounds like a slice of life. Not a slice of life book. An autobiography. Or as I like to call it, you are digging yourself a hole, and that hole is your grave. That's how I like to put it. I will say that is easier to deal with when you're not in the same house. I'm rooting for you. Yeah, it's normally not this bad. It's just it's a pileup, and when someone cannot ask for help, and that person has raised standards so much and put their own standards on a pillar, people don't want to reach up to that pillar freely of their own will. You have to lower the pillar and lower thy standards in order to get free help whenever, in order for people to just be like, hey, I'm going to help, or anything. You can't just be like, you can't just raise up this pillar of standards and then be like, why does no one help me? It's because you have raised up the pillar too damn high. And thusly, no one wants to do it because you will either go out after them and redo the things they've already done, or I shouldn't be saying this. I shouldn't be saying this on stream. This is venting personal issues. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anyone watching stream. You did not want to come in and listen to my drama. I I what someone tell me something happy. Someone tell me something happy. It's a DM chat. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I've always been an open book, and I've always been, I think it's from a tie, oh god, I'm going back into the trauma, but, back on DeviantArt, more Vesper lore, everyone, back on DeviantArt, I was very well known for being everyone's, like, someone everyone can come to, which has unfortunately led to me being, oh god. No, wait, this is just another rant. Okay, I was on DeviantArt once. That's my lore. That's my lore. I was on DeviantArt once. I've hit some shampoo on my dog's leg today because he has that skin issue, so I'm about shampoo being a good home remedy. He was so sad I put shampoo on his leg. He's like, what are you doing to me? Dad, you're betraying me. Father, why you do this? Father, why you do this to me? Oh, wait, since I'm actually, I'll unmute this tab, but mute this tab. So I can just, you know, watch myself. But yeah, no, I'm sorry for, like, almost going to issues there. We had to sit together for 10 minutes with this shampoo on him before I could wash it off, and he's like, aww. No, wait, that's a sad story. Pet story. I was about to say, I had a dog story, but I do not have a dog story. I had a dog once. Her name was Sadie Katie. That's about all I can do. Let's see here. I had a kind of community cat, kind of my cat. His name was Clever. He wasn't a community cat as much as he was an outside cat, but I was young. I was stupid. I didn't know the badness of outside cats. So, not to mention, ferrets probably wouldn't allow a, purely inside cat anymore. What does community cat mean? It basically means, it's kind of like, I don't want to say a stray, but like a half stray, half inside cat, which kind of basically roams around a certain area and basically kind of like claims that area as its territory. But basically, it's more like it's owned by multiple humans, and everyone feeds them. So, like, this cat is, like, quintuple dipping houses for, like, table scraps and cat food. like, uh, like, because I used to live in a trailer park, we had a few community cats. Like, you would see a community cat, like, in an apartment building area, and, like, someone, and, like, or, like, a suburbia. So it's just my house. I try to keep her inside, and she will not do it. To be fair, she started as an outside cat, so you get the pass on the keeping an outside cat, cause she was outside originally. But like community cats are basically strays who adapted by begging at everyone's doorstep. I am struggling with the everlasting issue. What the hell do I eat for dinner? I had Mexican. I had an El Pollo Loco. I'm not sure if it's a genuine El Pollo Loco, but I'm filled with a cheesy chicken, bean paste, and rice. And also a green sauce. The answer is always sushi, always. Always sushi. The good sushi requires me to go to the restaurant and sit down and eat. Delivery and take-home sushi is not very good. I had leftovers from lunch today. I would have ordered sushi and hibachi delivery. Let's see here. I would say, let's see here. Yeah, Korean barbecue yesterday. Hold on, what did Chef eat? Let's take inspiration from Chef. I know it's posted in real life pics. Orange chicken, veggie spring rolls, seasoned rice. I don't know, orange chicken sounds good. Orange chicken always sounds delish. Chinese? Also, we're reading Dracula today, so, maybe some Eastern European food? I don't know if there's any Eastern European food places in Arizona. That's probably the last place that have Eastern European food. Yes. The Eastern Europeans came to Arizona one day and went, no, too fucking hot. Bye. My city is like number 2 in country for food choices, all losing to New York City, so I have pretty much anything available. Let's see here. Rome, Romani. Let me see here. Stuffed peppers? Ooh, stuffed peppers does sound good. Fried cornbread. I'm sorry, I'm looking at Romani food. I'm making myself hungry again. You know Casey's where I am. Does that count? I knew my state was top gastronomy, but I didn't realize it was number 2. Also, hello, KG. How are you tonight? Welcome, welcome in. So, tomorrow I'm dealing with my own teenage chaos. My niece is going to get her driver's permit online. Should I get Polish? I mean, you could always try Polish. You can do that online? I think so. I think so. Like, it's a permit. It's not a license. So, like, it's just the test. It's not the literal driving part. So, like, she's only getting, like, the thing you can start to get at 15. She only has to do the driving test when she's, 16. So it's temp, yeah. Yeah, I think it was started around in the COVID era. I'm not sure if it was how long this had actually been, but I feel like that was a COVID thing, and she was like around... She was in middle school then. So, like, it's probably persisted since then. Since it's only a test, they probably were like, we don't see any reason to, like, have people come all the way in for this. Children driving, well, she's not a child, she's a teenager. I mean, she's technically a child. She's in that in-between era that all pop stars sing about, you know? What was it? Like, Alanis Morissette? Alanis Morissette sung a lot about being a teenager, I think. I don't know. Alanis Morissette sung about... Well, Alanis Morissette sung about being Alanis Morissette, let's be real. But I am old. I am too. Having nieces turns you to dust. Although you work with children, so you're probably you're aging faster than I am. And start driving until I was 18, and even then it was scary. I don't trust the world outside enough. I don't even drive. Imagine having children in Vesper. That's what... It's always just when children start driving, it's terrifying. I thought driving was terrifying before my niece had a permit. I want to get on the road even less now. I've seen her mother drive. I've seen how her mother drives. If it's in the genes, I don't want her on the road. If driving's in the genes, I don't want her on the road. But, like, no, I'm not having children. I'm never having children. I've raised two that aren't even mine. Like, I'm only a quarter related. Hold on, wait. Me and my sister have different dads, so... That's half. No, it's a fourth. It's a fourth, I think. No, wait, it's an eighth. No, wait, it's a... No, I'm gay. I'm bad at math. I'm gay and bad at math when fractions start coming in. I don't know why. Why is fractions a thing? I was told there would be no math. Fractions are useful. Where? Tell me where. Dude, do not lie to me. Where are fractions useful? I was lied to throughout all of high school. I was told I would be using advanced mathematics every day of my life. You wanna know what I am every day of my life? I'm a bat. I'm a bat. It's fractions in advance. Anything that is not plus, minus, multiply, or divide is advanced to me. I don't have hands. I use fractions on elite tips all the time. Fractions are dividing. Listen, I can do that in my head though. Like 20% of 50 is okay. Okay, like 20% of 50 is 10. No wait. No wait, yeah, 10. No wait. No wait. Yeah, 10. And like it's super easy. You just like probably like you just move over the decimal point 2 places and that's 10%. Then you times that by like how much you want to leave. I'm sorry, I don't have like a proper way of shrinking myself yet. It's like I was told I had to use cursive in college or else all my papers would be rejected. Oh, so you were also given that lie. I was told in elementary school. And then immediately in like middle school. Like most of my teachers were like, if you write in cursive, we're going to dock points. Like most of my teachers in middle school were like, if you write in cursive, we're docking points because we can't read that shit. Like, I think there was only one girl who did not get dog points, and that's because her cursive was readable. My classmates started writing on the board in cursive one time, and the professor was like, stop that. Get some help. Stop that. Get some help. Reminds... Every time now I hear stop that, I think of Sif. Sif in the RP in playing grid and I nearly said Curse of Hearts. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's it is Curse of the Forlorn Comet Trials Eberron I feel like there's one campaign I'm missing. Oh, heterodoxy. The curse of Forlorn Comet Hearts of heterodoxy. Oh no, wait, I was missing Deadlands, I think. I was missing Deadlands. Because B's in Deadlands. Too many. I don't watch Deadlands. So, there's at least one I'm not keeping track of. Listen, I gotta save up some for, like, when I'm old and dying. Listen, I gotta have some sort of backlog. I say as I already have a backlog, whoops. I say as I already have a backlog, and not to mention I'm doing some off-stream games with Obsidia and Azura, and 2 other people I do not know. And this time I'm playing a sorcerer. Iron's D&D has a new session on YouTube. Okay, Grandpa, let's get you back to bed. Grandpa wants to watch D&D in his bed. Or in this case, Uncle. Uncle wants to watch D&D in his bed. My social battery just collapses with that many sessions. I'm too wired. Like, if I could have all my D&D sessions in 1 week, maybe that would just, like, make sure I'm useful for the entire week after that. Okay, I actually have to, oh, well, I have to go away for like 2 seconds, cause a bunch of windows fucking pop up. I will be right back, cause I had to put on my asset. I had to put on my asset. I had to put on my outfit. Well, not my outfit, my asset. Where's my pictures? Wait, do I have it in my assets folder, or do I just have it, am I just raw dogging it in pictures? Am I just raw dogging this in pictures? I am raw dogging this in pictures, oh my god. Okay, that's kind of silly. That popped up. I am raw dogging it in pictures. Okay. Vesper, did you see that short article saying big butts increase the chance of ADHD? Hold on. Hold on. I'm sending this. I'm sending this to Chef. This goes well with my this goes so well with the fact that I do have a big butt and I cannot lie. Also, I'm saying this to Chev in the middle of their D&D sessions. So I'm sure this might be very good fodder to be used. I would love to be how to swim to Vesper. It's one of those chaos sessions he plays. I think they play a wild chaos sorcerer. So who the heck correlated butt size and autism? Dysfunction is kept in the junction. The dysfunction is kept in the junction. Okay, I should get to actually reading. Like, who knows that enough they felt the need to study is the correlation, the actual causation. Hold on, wait. Alright, I'm gonna check something real fast. Imagine walking up to a panel of scientists and asking Ryan for this. Can't handle this task without sufficient prior knowledge. My butt is simply too large. Wait, where are they? Are they not live right now? Oh, right. Is the game not live? Did I miss the game? Oh, no, wait, there it is. Oh, I, s- I sent that text to Chef. I sent I sent that to Chef, and apparently the stream had went down. I'm not sure if it's correlated, but butts shut down streams. Get turned away at the doctor for your autism diagnosis because your butt is flat. Yeah, I crashed stream. I'll take total butt size, also correlating with stream dysfunction also. Okay, I need to actually read read this shit. I need to read. Chapter 5. We are on letters, Lucy and Mina. Oh, I will listen and do a drawing. Also love your Moogle drawing, Silver. A drawing for a very specific audience. Me. Me. Okay, see, I know some in the government are saying Tylenol can cause autism. Well, scientists tie that into... Did Tylenol increase my... I was about to say, my butt is filled with Tylenol as well. Actually, no, I'm an Advil person, so, it's just solely butt size for my dysfunction. Anyways, read along here. Is all manually append. I'm also an ibuprofen fan. Acetaminophen can go away. Okay, a shrinketh. Oh, wait. I forgot. We need the mood music. We need the mood it. Hold on. That. Yeah. I heard it as I was saying it. Okay, Dracula. Can you not, Dracula? I'm tired of this kind of like pull-out bullshit. Okay, I guess tonight I'm just saying the shit. Like Friday, I'm saying the shit. We dig through the ditches and burn through the witches on the back of Sir Dracula. I'm not sure how much of the book we're going to get through tonight. It's already 9:45 and I've just been yapping. Okay, that's a little much, Dracula. That's a bit much, Dracula. We're talking about Mina here. Um, Dracula's Abbey. Yeah. I'm in the mood for some Latin choir. I'm in the mood for some lappy, for some turn into a Souls fight. That's the bull's name, the mood dig. I enjoy yapping. Turn to a Souls fight. Latin choir with a side of Windows error beep. Okay, I pulled out 2 Gregorian chant instruments, by the way. Nice. So I can make some ominous chanting on command now. Okay, letters, Lucy. Letter from Miss Mina Murray to Miss Lucy Westerna. Hold on, wait, what? I don't have any girly voices. I mean, I do, but, they're just like this. Hold on, did you hear that autism? Did you hear that autism correlates to ass size, Lucy? I will not have ballet dancer be my default female voice. I did that for ballet dancer because she's canonically weird. I think a part of that voice is Tingle from Legend of Zelda. I think a part of that voice is from Tingle, because I did play Wind Waker. You can tell. Tingle has a voice. Aye! Something like that. Greetings, salutations, and furthermore, reading old books for those of you who want to recollect on vampires. Thanks for the memories. For those of you who want to see Franbo can show up in Lux when it can. Oh well, little sounds, yeah. To be done. For everyone else, hi. Hello, RX. Oh, it can't be done. It can't be done. Welcome in. You just came in as we were about to start reading. If Vesper would like to know something affirming, it would help. I almost went into 2 rants today, so I'd like something. Give Vesper the good news. Yes. I will read it after I finish this letter. My dearest Lucy, forgive my long delay in writing, but I have been simply overwhelmed with work. The life of an assistant schoolmistress is sometimes trying. I am longing to be with you, by the sea, where we can talk together freely and build our castles in the air. I've been working very hard lately because I want to keep up with Jonathan's studies. I've been practicing shorthand very assiduously. When we are married, I shall be able to be useful to Jonathan. If I can stenograph well enough, I can take down what he wants to say in his way, and write it out for him on the typewriter, at which I'm also practicing very hard. He and I sometimes write letters in shorthand. He's keeping a stenographic journal of his travels abroad. I'm with you. I shall keep a diary in the same way. I don't mean one of those 2 pages to the week with Sundays squeezed in a corner diaries, but with a sort of journal which I can write in whenever I feel inclined. I do not suppose there will be much of interest to other people, that is not intended for them. I shall show it to Jonathan someday, if there is anything in it worth sharing. It is really an exercise book. I shall try to see what I see lady journalists do, interviewing and writing descriptions and trying to remember conversations. I'm told that with a little practice, one can remember all that goes on, or that one hears during a day. However, we shall see. I'll tell you of my little plans when we meet. I have just a few hurried lines from Jonathan from Transylvania. He is well. He will be returning in about a week. I'm longing to hear all his news. It must be so nice to see strange countries. When they're free, Jonathan and I, shall ever see them together. There is the 10 o'clock bell ringing. Goodbye. Your loving, Mina. Tell me all the news when you write. You have not told me anything for a long time. I hear rumors, especially of a tall, handsome, curly-haired man. Letter, Lucy Westerna to Mina Murray. Oh, hold on. Okay. So, earlier today, I was kind of in the dumps. So I watched the VOD from Friday and watched the part where you said how much a gift helped, and that helped. Aww. Aww. Yeah, and like when I ended stream, I was kind of like super hyped up Friday, so I couldn't get any sleep. But like after stream ended, I was kind of like dancing with the cane at some points because I was just really filled with energy after that stream. Also, I think I remember dancing with the cane on Saturday as well. I know I danced with the cane a little because I was like very hyped for some reason. But I'm very glad I could help you as well. Woo. I do that too. I dance and manipulate my canes. That is great to hear. Side note, I literally have a golf bag full of them. I'm very happy to have it, and thank you. Thank you multiple times, RX. It really helped me. And knowing I have you guys is going to help me through the year, I think. I think I'm gonna be streaming a lot more just to help myself out, you know? I make them nice. Okay, back to book, because I meant to be reading this like about 30 minutes ago. 17th Chatham Street, Wednesday. Okay, this needs to be, Lucy's voice. Nearly wanted to go into Valley Girl.
My dearest Mina, I must say you tax me very unfairly with being a bad correspondent. I wrote to you twice since we parted, and your last letter was only your second. Besides, I have nothing to tell you. There really is nothing to interest you. Town is very pleasant just now, and we go a good deal to picture galleries and for walks and rides in the park. As to the tall, curly-haired man, I suppose it was the one who was with me at the last pop. Someone has evidently been telling tales. That was Mr. Holmwood. He often comes to see us, and he and Mama get on very well together. There's so many things to talk about in common. We met some time ago a man that would just do for you if you're not already to engage Jonathan. He's an excellent parti. Being handsome, well off, and of good birth, he's a doctor, and really clever. Just fancy. He is only 9 and 20. And he has an immense and he has an immense lunatic asylum
All under his own care. He's tall, he's handsome, and he owns a lunatic asylum. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to take a breath. He's 29, he's handsome, he's clever. He owns a massive lunatic asylum filled to the brim with lunatics. Oh my god. You have never seen a more full asylum, Mina. Okay, hold on.
He is only 9 and 20. He has an immense lunatic asylum, all under his own care. Mr. Homewood introduced him to me, and he called here to see us, an imperturbable. I can fancy what a wonderful power he must have over his patients. He has a curious habit of looking one straight in the face, as if trying to read one's thoughts. He tries this very much on me, but I flatter myself he has got a tough nut to crack. I know that from my glass. Do you ever try to read your own face? I do. I can tell you it's not a bad study. It gives you more trouble than you can well fancy if you never tried it. He says I afford him a curious psychological study, and I humbly think I do. I do not, however, as you know, take sufficient interest in dress to be able to describe the new fashions. Dress is a bore. That is slang again. Never mind. Arthur says that every day. There it is all out, Mina. We had told all our secrets to each other since we were children. We have slept together and eaten together, and laughed and cried together. And now, though I have spoken, I would like to speak more. Oh, Mina, couldn't you guess? I love him. I am blushing as I write. Although I think he loves me. He has not... Oh. I love him. I am blushing as I write. For although I think he loves me, he has not told me so in words. But oh, Mina, I love him. I love him. I love him. There, that does me good. I wish I were with you, my dear, sitting by the fire, undressing as we used to sit. I would try and tell you what I feel. I do not know how I am writing this even to you. I am afraid to stop. Or should I tear up the letter? I don't want to stop, for I do so want to tell you all. Let me hear from you at once, and tell me all that you think about it. Mina, I must stop. Good night. Bless me in your prayers. And Mina, pray for my happiness. P.S. I need not tell you that this is a secret. Good night again. L.
Letter, Lucy Westerner to Mina Murray, 24th of May. Now on the letter from... Oh no, wait, this is another letter from Lucy. Oh my god. Lucy, you chatterbox. This is not a comfy letter reading. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, yeah, no, wait. This is way better. Oh, hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, okay, never mind. If this gets copyrighted, I guess I'll just steal. New donation from Luke, right? Lol. Let me check that since I'm already distracted. Since I'm already distracted. I want you to know that I also have a big, massive, solid lunatic asylum. Thanks to my wife, I have nothing else to do with it. Interpret it as you see fit. Thank you for the donation, Luke, and thank you for telling me all about your nice, large lunatic asylum.
My dearest Mina, thanks and thanks and thanks again for your sweet letter. It's nice to be able to tell you and to have your sympathy. My dear, it never rains, but it pours. How true the old proverbs are. Here I am, who shall be 20 in September, and yet I never had a proposal till today. Not a real proposal. Today I have had 3. Just fancy. 3 proposals in one day. Isn't it awful? I feel sorry, really and truly sorry, for 2 of the poor fellows. Oh, Mina, I am so happy. I don't know what to do with myself. And 3 proposals. Oh, for goodness sake, don't tell any of the girls. They're being all sorts of extravagant ideas, imagining themselves injured and slighted. In their very first day at home, they did not get 6 at least. Some girls are so vain. You and I, Mina dear, you're engaged and going to settle down soon, soberly, to old married women, can despise vanity. I must tell you about the 3, but you must keep it secret, dear. Oh, from everyone except, of course, Jonathan. You'll tell him because I would. If I were in your place, certainly. Certainly tell Arthur. A woman ought to tell her husband everything, don't you think so, dear? And I must be fair. Men like women, certainly their wives, to be quite fair as they are. And women, I'm afraid, are not always quite as fair as they should be. Well, my dear, number 1 came just before lunch. I told you of him. Dr. John Seward. The lunatic asylum man, with the strong jaw and the good forehead.
He could have used the word turgid. I'm kind of glad he did. You know, for someone who doesn't want to have the tea spilled, she's spilling all the tea.
Mina, I don't want you to know everything, but I'm going to tell you everything. Mina, I have a deep secret I must not share. So you must know every detail. Mina, I murdered a man.
However, I also have a bestie who, I would go and bury bodies with, so I understand. I would also be like this. I am like this. I don't want you to tell anyone, but... Anyways, back to the lunatic asylum man.
He was very cool outwardly, but was nervous all the same. He had evidently been schooling himself as to all sorts of little things, and remembered them. But he almost managed to sit down his silk hat, which men don't generally do when they are cool. And then he wanted to appear at ease. He kept playing with a lancet in a way that made me nearly scream. He spoke to me, Mina, very straightforwardly. Told me how dear I was to him. Though he had known me so little, what his life would be with me to help and cheer him. He was going to tell me how unhappy he would be if I did not care for him. But when he saw me cry, he said that he was a brute and would not add to my present trouble. Then he broke off and asked if I could love him in time. And when I shook my head, his hands trembled. And then with some hesitation, he asked me if I cared already for anyone else. He put it very nicely, saying that he did not want to wring my confidence from me, but only to know because of a woman's heart was free, a man might have hope. And then, Mina, I felt sort of a duty to tell him that there was someone. Only told him that much, and then he stood up, looked very strong and very grave as he took both my hands in his, and said that he hoped I would be happy, that if I ever wanted a friend, I must count him one of my best. Oh, Mina dear, I can't help crying. You must excuse this letter being all blotted. Being proposed to is all very nice and all sort of thing, but isn't all that happy a thing when you have to see a poor fellow, whom you know loves you honestly, going away and looking all broken-hearted? To know that no matter what he may say at the moment, you are passing quite out of his life. My dear, I must stop here at present. I feel so miserable, though I am so happy.
I have people who could be persuaded to be an alibi witness for it. Same. Thank you for snoozing the ad, Silver. Can I read this one in 5 minutes? Oh. Okay. We'll try to get through this first paragraph.
Evening. Lothars has just gone. I feel in better spirits than when I left off, so I can go on telling you about the other day. Well, my dear, number 2 came after lunch. He is such a nice fellow, an American from Texas. He looks so young and so fresh that it seems almost impossible. That he has been to so many places and had such adventures. I sympathize with poor Desdemona when she had such a dangerous dream poured in her ear.
I'm sorry. I was there was sudden racism.
I sympathize with poor Desdemona when she had such a dangerous dream poured in her ear. I suppose that we women are such cowards that we think a man will save us from fears and marry him. And we marry him. I know now that I would do if I were a man and wanted to make a girl love me. No, I don't. For there was Mr. Morris telling us his stories, and Arthur never told any. And yet, my dear, I am somewhat previous. Mr. Quincy P. Morris found me alone. Seems that man always does find a girl alone. No, he doesn't. For Arthur tried twice to make a chance, and I helping him all I could. I'm not ashamed to say it now. I must tell you beforehand that Mr. Morris doesn't always speak slang. That's to say, he never does so to strangers or before them, for he is really well educated and has exquisite manners. I found out that it amused me to hear him talk American slang, and whenever I was present, and there was no one to be shocked, he said such funny things. I'm afraid, my dear, he has to invent it all, for it fits exactly into whatever else he has to say. This is the way slang has. I do not know myself if I shall ever speak slang. I do not know if Arthur likes it, as I have never heard him use any as yet. While Mr. Morris sat down beside me and looked as happy and jolly as he could, but I could see all the same he was very nervous. Took my hand in his and said, ever so sweetly, "Miss Lucy, I know I ain't good enough to regulate, okay, hold on. I think a dream poured in her ear is such a badass phrase." Oh, stream. It's stream. Did I say dream? I think it's dangerous stream. I think it's like a stream of curse words.
And the reason why, and the reason why I was like, oh, sudden racism is because they were like, because they indicated, Mr. Morris is black. Mr. Morris is of African descent. And I was like, oh, did this really need to be here? It did not. This entire paragraph feels a little racist. I feel like now there's lost context about, like... But, like, yeah, I was like, did this need to be here? It feels slightly racist. This entire paragraph feels racist now. I've had to avoid... It's like, I avoided, the G word, last stream, and now it's like, and now I'm being slapped with, now I'm being slapped with this. Dream poured into my ear. The G word, gingerbread. I will be right back. I actually need water. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. Let me, I'm just going to check my massages. Now I'm being a little toxic. I'm being a little toxic as a treat. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. This person is awful. This person is awful. They deserve to be toxic too. I have never seen someone who I like, oh, I gotta check what this person posts normally. This person posts, This person posts, VTubers use fake voices type of bullshit. So, no. No, sir. It's like, I'm not using a fake voice. I would if I could. But no, I'm doing this because I want to love my voice better. It's like, no, sir, no wonder, you're just an awful person. I'm sorry, I'm not normally toxic, but, I must be given my treats. Okay, I should get back. I'm sorry. I was like so I was like so I'm looking at a character who's very dream coded, which is probably what I'm gonna say. I would like to do a dream themed art book, but um a lot of things are being pushed to the back burner now that I need to get out. But okay, let me restart this from before from before this paragraph actually.
Oh, Mr. Morris. Oh, Mr. Morris sat down beside me, looked as happy and jolly as he could. All I could see all the same he was very nervous. Took my hand in his and said ever so sweetly, "Miss Lucy, I know I ain't good enough for you to regulate the fixins of your little shoes. I guess if you wait till you find a man that will let you. But I guess if you wait till you find a man, that is, you will go join them 7 young women with the lamps when you quit. Won't you just hitch up alongside of me and let's go down the long road together, driving double harness?" That paragraph didn't make a damn lick of sense. Let me repeat that. "Miss Lucy, I know I ain't good enough to regulate the fixins of your little shoes. But I guess if you wait till you find a man that is, you will go join them 7 young women with the lamps when you quit. Won't you hitch up alongside of me and let us go down the long road together driving in double harness?" No, this sentence comes after this sentence, so this just doesn't make sense. He did say, Lucy did say this man speaks in slang, and now I feel there's racism again. Okay, Lucy, please. Oh, he did look so good-humored and so jolly. It didn't seem half as hard to refuse him as it did poor Dr. Seward. So I said as lightly as I could, I did not know anything of hitching, that I wasn't broken to the harness at all yet. Then he said that he had spoken in a light manner, hoped that if he could make a mistake in doing so on so grave, so momentous an occasion for him, I would forgive him. He really did look serious when he was saying it. I couldn't help but feeling a bit serious too. I know, Mina, you'll think me a horrid flirt, that I couldn't help feeling a part of exultation that he was number 2 in the day. And then, my dear, before I could say a word, he began pouring out a perfect torrent of lovemaking, laying his heart and soul at my feet. He looked so earnest over it that I shall never again think that a man must be playful always, and never earnest, because he is merry at times. Suppose he saw something in my face which checked him, where he suddenly stopped, and said with a sort of manly fervor that I could have loved him for if I had been free.
Lucy, you are an honest-hearted girl. I know I should not be here speaking to you, as I am now, if I did not believe you clean grit right through the very depths of your soul. Tell me like one good fellow's to another, is there anyone else that you might care for? And if there is, I'll never trouble you a hair's breadth again, but will be, if you let me, a very faithful friend.
My dear Mina, why are men so noble when we women are so little worthy to them?
Oh, hold on, wait, let me repeat that because I fucked up that sentence.
My dear Mina, why are men so noble when we women are so little worthy of them? Here I was, almost making fun of this great-hearted true gentleman. I burst into tears, I'm afraid, my dear. You'll think this a very sloppy letter in more ways than one. I felt very badly. Really. Why can't they let a girl marry 3 men, or as many as want her, and save all this trouble? But this is heresy, and I must not say it. I am glad to say that, though I was crying, I was able to look into Mr. Morris's brave eyes, and I told him out straight. Yes, there is someone I love, though he has not told me yet that he even loves me. I was about to speak to him, and so frankly. But quite a light came to his face, and he put out both hands and took mine. I think I put them into his, and said in a hearty way, "That's my brave girl. It's better worthy being late for a chance of winning you than being in time for any other girl in the world. Don't cry, my dear. If it's for me, I am a hard nut to crack, and I take it standing up. That other fellow doesn't know his happiness, well, he better look for it soon, or he'll have to deal with me. Little girl, your honesty and pluck have made me a friend, and that's rarer than a lover. It's more unselfish, anyhow. My dear, I'm gonna have a pretty lonely walk between this and Kingdom Come. Why don't you give me one kiss? Be something to keep out the darkness now and then. You can, you know, if you like, for that good other fellow. He must be a good fellow, my dear, and a fine fellow, or you could not love him. Hasn't spoken yet." I quite won me, Mina. For it was brave and sweet of him, and noble to a rival, wasn't it? And he's so sad. He was so sad, so I leaned over and kissed him. He stood up with my 2 hands in his, and as he looked down into my face, I'm afraid I was blushing very much, he said, "Little girl, I hold your hand and you kissed me. If these things don't make us friends, then nothing ever will. Thank you for your sweet honesty to me, and goodbye." He wrung my hand, and taking up his hat, went straight out of the room without looking back, without a tear or a quiver or a pause. Now I'm crying like a baby. Oh, why must a man like that be made unhappy, when there are lots of girls who would worship the very ground he trod on? I know if I were free, only I don't want to be free. My dear, this quite upset me. I cannot write of happiness just at once, but telling you of it, and I don't wish to tell of number 3 until it can all be happy. Ever your loving Lucy. P.S. Oh, about number 3. I needn't tell you number 3, need I? Besides, I was all so confused. It seemed only a moment from his coming into the room till both his arms were around me. He was kissing me. I'm very, very happy. I don't know what I've done to deserve it. I was totally... Sorry. I must only try in the future to show that I'm not ungrateful to God for all his goodness and sending me such a lover, such a husband, and such a friend. Goodbye.
Wait, Dracula is a prequel to Superquest? Polygamy saves the day? My god, Lucy! Lucy's like, I want all my men. I want this one in the window. I want the one in the back. I want your display model. She was really like, why can't I have a harem? I want a harem. Lucy is spilling all the tea and wanting all the men. Wait, is Lucy me? Wait, have I been in Dracula this whole time? Have I been in Dracula this whole time? She's collecting men like Pokemon cards. She is building up her magic deck. Lucy is building the husbando deck. Oh wait, oh. Dr. Seward's diary, kept in phonograph. 25th of May. Yes, Vesper Fortune is an anagram of Lucy Rasterna. It all makes sense. No, wait, it's not an anagram, but we'll pretend it does. Yes, I used to go by Lucy Rasterna back in the day when I need to do things. 25th of May. Oh, tired and appetite today. Cannot eat, cannot rest, so diary instead. Since my rebuff of yesterday, I have a sort of empty feeling. Nothing in the world seems of sufficient importance to be worth doing. As I knew that the only cure for this sort of feeling was work, I went down amongst the patients. I picked out one who has afforded me study of much interest. He is so quaint, I am determined to understand him as well as I can. And I seem to get nearer than ever before to the heart of his mystery. It's like I've seen on History Channel. If you rearrange the name and add a few more letters. Yes, Lucy Rasterna is my nobody. I questioned him more fully than I had ever done, the view to making myself master the facts of his hallucination. And in my manner of doing it, there was. I now see something of cruelty. I seem to wish to keep him to the point of his madness, a thing which I avoid with the patience, as I would the mouth of hell. Memo. Under what circumstances I would not avoid the pit of hell? Memo. Under what circumstances would I go into hell? Come back to this later. Omnia Rome Venelia sunt. Hell has its price. Verb. Sap. If there is anything behind this instinct, it will be valuable to trace it afterwards accurately. So I better commence to do so. Therefore, R.M. Renfield. Attacked. 59. Sanguine temperament. Great physical strength. Morbidly excitable. Periods of gloom ending in some fixed idea which I cannot make out. Presume that the sanguine temperament itself and the disturbing influence end in a mentally accomplished finish. A possibly dangerous man. Dangerous if unselfish. In selfish men, caution is as secure as an armor for their foes as for themselves. What I think of on this point is, when the self is the fixed point, The centripetal force is balanced with the centrifugal. When duty, a cause, etc. is the fixed point, the latter force is paramount. And only an accident, or series of accidents, can balance it. What circumstance you would go into hell? Well, you willingly played the letter. True, but I'm not going back. Oh wait, yeah, I kind of have to because of the fucking video essay. Never mind. Letter, Quincy P. Morris to Honorable Arthur Holmwood. 25th of May. My dear Art, we told guards by the campfires in the prairies, and dressed another one's wounds after trying a landing at the Marquesas, and drunk healths on the shore at the Tishy Sasa. There are more yarns to be told, and other wounds to be healed, and another health to be drunk. Won't you let this be my campfire tomorrow night? I have no hesitation in asking you, as I know certain ladies is engaged to a certain dinner party, that you are free. There'll be only one other, our old pal at the Korea, Jack Seward. He's coming too, and we both want to mingle our weeps over the wine cup, and drink a health with all our hearts to the happiest man in all the wide world, who won the noblest heart that God made, and the best worth winning. We promise you a hearty welcome, and a loving greeting, and health as true as your own right hand. We shall both swear to leave you at home if you drink too deep to a certain pair of eyes. Come. Yours as ever and always, Quincy P. Morse. They certainly are blazing up Lucy. They are glazing up Lucy. Meanwhile, she's like, I want every man. I mean, she was sad about it. To be fair, she's sad about it. But she's also like, what if I had all of you? It's like, guys, this is on you. You can have her if you all decide to share. Please don't tell me a part of the... Please don't tell me that a part of the Dracula plot is avoiding a foursome. It's part of the Dracula plot. Avoiding a foursome. My love life is golden crown. May I make a somewhat borderline lewd assessment at Lucy? Sure. Telegram from Arthur Holmwood to Quincy P. Morris. 26th of May. Count me in every time. I bear messages which will make both your ears tingle. Art. I feel it's not inaccurate to label Lucy as a dartboard for penis. Oh, that's a description. That's a new phrase. I'm taking it as I wish we had like mini statuses. Like on Blue Sky, like Facebook statuses. Because I would put that immediately into my status. Dartboard for penises. You have Discord, true. But I need to be somewhat serious on this. No way, my current Discord is intrusive thought. What am I saying? No way, at least intrusive thought has like some There's some classiness. I can't claim any classiness if I just say penis. I cannot claim any classiness if I just say penis. Okay, that was chapter 5. How are we feeling? So, we all agree Lucy is a dartboard for penises. I mean, I don't know why she has all these men after her. But I do not feel it's because of virginal heart of goodness. I think Lucy might get kicked off the unicorn. I feel like Lucy might just get kicked off the unicorn. You know what I'm saying? Kicked off the unicorn. It's a play on unicorns only being attracted to young virginal women. Like, deemed unworthy, yeah. Like, she's young. She's 20. Yeah, like, unicorns only let young virginal women ride them. Or at least, you know, the old unicorns did. However, that's not because of magic or anything. Apparently back in the day, unicorns used to fuck young maidens. Apparently, I don't know. I'm not up to date on the unicorn lore. But I think unicorns wanted to fuck young maidens. But that eventually transformed into, young virgins only have the magical powers to deal with unicorns. I always thought it was innocence, but most people, the grand societal scheme is innocence, virginity, same thing. Yeah, meanwhile, actual innocence would be more of a... Actual innocence would be more of a... The loss of innocence would be more related to the first time you had to shoot down your compassion. But, like, there's also virginal blood, which is blood that has not been used in magic, and I think that also kind of got mixed up. Because, like, you know, virgin sacrifice. Virgin blood that has not been used in magic. There's, like... I could go on a whole spiel. I could go on a whole spiel on probably how, magic and sex became, like, truly interwoven. Even though magic and sex have always been interwoven. But then it just got worse. What makes an olive virginal? Hold on, what does make an olive virginal? Because I don't think I'm gonna read anymore because we only have 30 minutes. I want to keep book talk short. Oh my god. Not to mention, I'm still kind of like angry and I need the blood. I need the bloodlust, but I also need to get on top of projects. I know this. Do tell. Tell me why the olive is a virgin. Tell me why the olive can ride a unicorn. Hi, hello, Tapper. How are you tonight? Welcome, welcome in. Let me... Tired but good. That's good. Please go follow Tapper, who has really nice knitting streams. Very comfy, cozy streamer. Has her model, does some Final Fantasy, does some Hollow Knight, has a very nice build-up YouTube. Always has a backlog. So, if anyone wants to go check her out, please do so. Oh, speaking of which, oh, my back. Ow. Ow, I need to crack my back. Extra virgin olive oil is the very first pressing of a group of olives, because it gets the highest amount of phenols and aromatic, because they are easily extracted. Subsequent pressings produce oil, has less of the desirable components. Okay. I'm glad you're doing well, Tapper. You know what? For Tapper, I will read an extra chapter. Because I feel bad when people come in and I'm planning on ending stream and then I'm like, oh wait, it's been a while since I've seen Tapper. Hold on. But plus, it does feel weird to only read just one chapter. And yes, I'm on my phone again. No worries. Plus, this chapter... You know what? We'll just go till 12 tonight, I guess. Oh, hold on. Ugh. Basically, extra virgin olive oil has rare stuff. Has more of the rare stuff. It's easy to lose because it's not been squeezed before, and something dartboard, Venus something like Spawn BDSM Dungeon. But let's go ahead on to chapter 6, because actually, you know what? I do feel like reading, plus I should read at least 2 chapters every time we do this. Chapter 6. Mina Murray's journal. Actually, hold on, wait. Okay, there is 27 chapters? Okay. Yeah, and because it's been a while since I joined, oh. Aww. Skink. Squeak squeak. I love that little emote. That emote's so cute. I can't wait to have like a little Vesper chat bot, a little chat bat, if you will. A little bat bot. Although I'm not sure if I want to have a chat bot anymore. I'm kind of easily overwhelmed anymore. I had one vacation to a tourist city. I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere anymore. Okay, I think we're about to learn about Lucy's husband. I think Lucy's husband might be Dracula, guys. I'm not like sure, but I think Lucy's husband might be Dracula. I mean, take bets. Who is Lucy's husband? Chapter 6. Mina Murray's journal. 25th of July, Whitby. Is this the first time you've heard the story, Vesper? Yeah, I only, like, quietly lurk. I had, like, Maris' stream on mute and lurked a few times, so I haven't read Dracula in full. This is my first experience. So, like, we're experiencing this together. Like, I've seen, like, a TTRPG where I think someone... I think it was Erika Ishii. No, it wasn't Erika Ishii. It was one of the other Critical Role women. One of the Critical Role girls played Mina on a TTRPG. I think that was one of the only times Will Wheaton ever won a game. Because he was playing Dracula. I read before, but it was long ago. Lucy's husband is Marianne. Got to hear a summary of Dracula on a YouTube channel, but I never personally read it. Good, because I am still posting all of these to the VOD channel for anyone who comes in late or is behind. But we're still in the setup. I'm not sure who the main character is yet, or if the main character is the issues, or if the main character is like Dracula. I'm getting the vibes that we're just covering, the horrors, Dracula, and flicks. The main character might be the horrors. The main character might be the fact that Dracula is a fucking issue. The main character is Dracula being a dramatic slut. The channel I heard the summary that was obvious Blumstoke has never spoken to an American in his life. I got that, yeah. Yeah, we just went over the part where, there was an American man, and, this American man did not speak American. 25th of July, Whitby. Lucy met me at the station, looking sweeter and lovelier than ever. And we drove up to the house at the Crescent in which they have rooms. This is a lovely place. The little river, the Esk, runs through a deep valley which broadens out as it comes near the harbor. A great viaduct runs across with high piers, through which the view seems somehow further than it really is. The valley is beautifully green, and is so steep that when you are on the highland on either side, you look right across it, unless you are near enough to see down. The houses of the old town, this side away from us, are all red-roofed, and seem piled up one over the other anyhow, like the pictures of Nuremberg. Right over the town is the ruin of the Whitby Abbey, which was sacked by the Danes, and which is the scene of a part of Marmion, where the girl was built up in the wall. It is a most noble ruin, of immense size, and full of beautiful and romantic bits. There is a legend that a white lady is seen in one of the windows. Between it and the town, there is another church, the parish one, round which is a big graveyard, and all full of tombstones. This is, in my mind, the nicest spot in Whitby, for it lies right over the town, has a full view of the harbor, and all up the bay, to where the headland called Kettleness stretches out into the sea. It descends so steeply over the harbor that part of the bank has fallen away, and some of the graves have been destroyed. In one place, part of the stonework of the graves stretches out over the sandy pathway far below. There are walks with seats beside them through the graveyard, and the people go and sit there all day looking at the beautiful view and listening to the breeze. I shall come and sit here very often myself and work. Indeed, I am writing now, with my book on my knee and listening to the talk of the three old men who are sitting beside me. They seem to do nothing all day but sit up here and talk. Yeah, the American was like, howdy, y'all. God, please save me. God save me from these Europeans. Not sure which specific god I'm talking to, but one of them.
The harbor lies below me, with, on the far side, one long granite wall stretching out into the sea, the curve outwards at the end of it, in the middle of which is a lighthouse. A heavy sea wall runs along outside of it. On the near side, the sea wall makes an elbow, crooked inversely. At its end, too, has a lighthouse. Between the two piers, there is a narrow opening into the harbor, which then suddenly widens.
Double lighthouse. Anyways. That's better than one lighthouse. Oh no, going mad. What about two lighthouse owners going mad? Although I guess if there's like one lighthouse, you just hire a keeper who goes and visits the other lighthouse and just lights that one up for the night before going back to his own. To be fair, I have a story I'm writing where there's like 50 lighthouses in one town. It is the town of lighthouses. So, I am in no mood for pointing out extra lighthouses. I should not be one pointing out lighthouses when I have a town of them.
It is nice at high water.
50, I haven't counted. 50 is an exaggeration. There's probably like... We've hit double digits. Probably. I'm not sure if all the lighthouses go on at once or if it's subsequent. It's in a world that's completely dark, though. It's next to the sea. So, like, you know, more lighthouses mean, more ability to see. It
is nice at high water, but when the tide is out, it shoals away to nothing. There is merely the stream of the Esk. Sorry. And there is merely the stream of the Esk, running between banks of sand with rocks here and there. Outside the harbor on this side, there rises for about half a mile a great reef, the sharp edge of which runs straight from behind the south lighthouse. At the end of it there is a buoy with a bell which swings in bad weather, and sends in a mournful sound on the wind. They have a legend here that when a ship is lost, bells are heard out at sea. I must ask the old man about this. He's coming this way. He's a funny old man. He must be awfully old, for his face is all gnarled and twisted like the bark of a tree. He tells me that he is nearly 100, and that he was a sailor in the Greenland fishing fleet when Waterloo was fought. He is, I'm afraid, a very skeptical person. When I asked him about the bells at the sea and the White Lady at the Abbey, he said very brusquely,
I wouldn't fash mazel about them, miss. Them things be wore all out. Man, I don't say that they never was, but I do say that they wasn't in my time. They'll be well for comers and trippers and the like, but not for a young lady like you. Them feet folks from York and Leeds that always be eating cured herrings and drinking tea and looking out to buy a cheap jet, where'd Creed art. creed art. I wonder Maisel who be telling lies to them, even the newspapers, which is full of fool talk. I thought he would be a good person to learn interesting things from, so I asked him if he would mind telling me something about the whale fishing in the old days. He was just selling himself to begin when the clock struck 6, whereupon he labored to get up and said, I must gang age onwards home now, miss. My granddaughter doesn't like to be kept waiting when the tea is ready, for it takes me time to crammel aboon the grease. But there be many of 'em, and, miss, I like belly timber saily by the clock. The fuck are these words? Before anyone asks if I was mispronouncing any of that, no, I'm trying my best. I am reading the words as they happen. You can read them too. Fucking Bram Stoker and this Victorian era slang. What is Asian words? What is sairly? Credible sounds like a word I have heard before, though. A boon sounds like a word. The grease sounds like a word. Time to crammel aboon the grease sounds like something I've heard say. But what the fuck is sairly? What the fuck is age and words? Vesper, are you pronouncing those right? Who can tell? No one's alive. Who can tell me what these words mean? He hobbled away, and I could see him hurrying, as well as he could, down the steps. The steps are a great feature on the place. They lead from the town up to the church. There are hundreds of them. I do not know how many. And they wind up in a delicate curve. The slope is so gentle that a horse could easily walk up and down them. I think they must originally have had something to do with the abbey. I shall go home too. Lucy went out visiting her mother. As they were only duty calls, I did not go. They will be home by this. Gravely, the boon of grease will cost you upwards of $50 at a Vegas brothel. Yeah, I feel like, that math is mathing. Oh, hold on, my bones are hurting. Like my rib cage. I need to rip out my rib bone and kind of stretch it. I want to move my rib bones like a cartoon character and hear a seesaw sound. Does everyone else feel like they need to do that sometimes? Vesper OG. I need to move out my ribs and have them come out of my body and make a seesaw sound. That's what I feel like I need right now. When I feel like that, I go to the chiropractor. And asking for a flesh mountain at Vegas brothel will be at least $750. How long-lasting is she with lung inflammation? That feels like such a good description. Yes. Yes, I need to make my rib seesaw. So I'm sorry if I look weird on my model. It's because I cannot. Oh, hold on, wait. Can I lean back? Oh, that's good. That's good. I need to put on my glasses, though. I need to clean my glasses. I came up here an hour ago. Oh, hold on. I'm very far away from my mic. August 1st. I came up here an hour ago with Lucy. We had the most interesting talk with my old friend, and the two others who would always come and join him. He's evidently the Sir Oracle of them. I should think must have, in his time, a most dictatorial person. He'll not admit anything, and down faces everybody. If he can't out-argue them, he bullies them, and then takes their silence for agreement with his views. Lucy was looking sweetly pretty in her white lawn frock. She has got a beautiful color since she has been here, I noticed. But the old man will not lose any time in coming up and sitting near her when she sat down. She's so sweet with old people. I think they all fall in love with her on the spot. Even my old man succumbed and did not contradict her, but gave me double share instead. I got him on the subject of the legends, and he went off at once into a sort of sermon. I must try to remember and put it down. It'll all be full talk. Lock, stock, and barrel. That's what it be, not else. These bands and wafts and ball ghosts and bar guests and boggles and all anent them is only fit to set barns and dizzy women a beldrin. They not but air blebs. They and all grims and signs and warnings and hold on. They and all grims and signs and warnings be all invented by parsons and ills and book boys and railway tellers to scare and scunner havlings and get folks to do something that they don't know they're inclined to. That's what the fuck are you saying? I don't know. Should I try to translate that to English? Vesper, get that wheeze looked at. It's fine, I've always had lung problems. I had pretty untreated asthma after certain. Well, it's not untreated asthma. I treat it by staying the fuck inside. I treat it by playing video games. And yes, try that passage again. Just use words this time. Listen! This is literally what it looks like. I'm copy-pasting it now. It won't copy and paste, it's too powerful. Control V. Look at it. No, that was Mina's dad. Or Mina's old man. I'm not sure if old man means husband. No, wait. Her husband is Jonathan. So this has to be her father. Oh, wait. Or is this like the old man? Or this could be like the old man she was talking to earlier. Who knew that Bram Stoker would Boo Howard from the King of the Hill? Okay, let me try this again. These bands and rafts and bogos and bargas and boggles and all of them ain't and all anent them is only fit to set barns and dizzy women a building. They not but airblubs. They and all grims and signs and warnings be all invented by persons, and illsome book bodies and railway touters to scare and scunner halflings and get folks to do something that they don't other incline to. I just tried to read that out loud. I think that's Cockney speak. It's like, and I like it's to suck in the morning. I am going to go to bed. I hope you don't have nightmares where I talk like this. I hope you don't have nightmares where I talk like this. But good night, RX. Sleep well and dream well. Sleep well and dream well, RX. Are these words? I've heard of Barghasts. I think I've heard of Belderin. Book Bodies is new. Scunner is new. I need to know what book body is. Demons are kept in the bosom. Book is kept in the butt. I personally enjoy Airbleb. Airbleb is so cute. It makes me think of like a cat made of air. It makes me think of a cat made of air, or like a corgi made of air. I feel like there should be like a VTuber who should be like promoting themselves as the world's #1 Airbleb VTuber. I feel like there should be an Airbleb VTuber. Hold up, BRB rebranding into an Airbleb. It makes me awful to think of them. Why it's them that, not content with printing lies on paper and preaching them out of pulpits, does want to be cutting them on the tombstones. Look here all around, and what air ye will. All them steins holding up their heads as well as they can out of their pride is a cat, simply tumbling down with the weight of lies wrote on them. Here lies the body, or sacred to the memory, wrote on all of them. Yeah, and yet, hold on. And yet, in nigh half of them, there be no bodies at all. And the memories of them being carried a pinch of snuff about, much less sacred. Lies all of them. Lies all of them. Nothing but lies of one kind or another. My Gog. It literally says Gog. My Gog. But it'll be a queer skeleton man at the day of judgment when they come tumbling up in their death sarks, all duped together and trying to drag their tombstones with them to prove how good they was, some of them trembling and dithering. with their hands that dozen and slippy from the line in the sea that they can't even keep their group of them. Oh. Hi, here you go. Let me get you a shout out. Continue, they are snooze. I was about to finish that paragraph was almost finished. But we should pause for to shout out Ryuga. No, it's fine. You're doing drawing. You're listening to me, and I'm not laying and I'm not giving out hints to where the hell this paragraph ends. And not to mention, with this accent work, I'm not sure how long these fucking sentences will be. And I started drawing it. I was researching the characters, and it's so depressing. We just had D&D and had 0 progress. Was that because you learned that autism was stored in the butt? Was that because you learned that ADHD and autism was stored in the butt? Flat butt, no autism. Wow, I love these characters so much, but I never picked apart their stories. Which characters? I must know. I must know about the depression. If you get butt removal, does it cure autism? Tylenol is just the new BBL. Oh, oh wait, no. Your tabletop thread is for Thursdays. My bad. Yeah, people don't try to write with accents, but their native accent comes through. Like most of Dracula sounds best if read with a British accent, except for Quincy, who doesn't sound right in any accent. This explains what Vesper DM'd me. Yeah, we were talking about that. Apparently there is a correlation between big butts and autism and slash ADHD. And I'm like, well, I think I'm undiagnosed on one of the two. I'm not sure which. Okay, let me get in a few more sentences. I could see from the old fellow's self-satisfied air, the way in which he looked around for approval of his cronies, that he was showing off. So I put in a word to keep him going. Oh, Mr. Swales, you can't be serious. Surely these tombstones are not all wrong. Okay, so this is just the random old man she's friends with now. Okay, yeah, this is not her father. This is literally an old man. Okay. Yablins! There may be a poorish few, not wrong, saving where they make out people too good. The people too good. For there be folk that do think a balm bulb be like the sea, if it only be their own. The whole thing be only lies. Now you look here, you come here, a stranger, and you think this Garth. The fuck? The fuck these words? Garth. Okay. I nodded, for I thought it was better to assent. Though I did not quite understand his dialect. Me neither, bitch! I knew it had something to do with the church. He went on. And you conceit that all these steens be a boon with folk that be happed here, snod and sog? I assented again. Then that be just where the lie comes in. Why, there be scores of these lay beds that be tomb as old do Welcome in, Mayfita. How are you tonight? Welcome, welcome in. Can I get a shout out for Mayfita Silver? Hello, my name is Vesper Fortune. Battle Fortune, what's your fate? Here to help you change yours. Thank you, Mayfita, for the raid. Let me see here. How are you tonight? What were you doing? Welcome in, raiders. My name is Vesper. I'm a bat, and I'm reading Dracula. And, we have hit the point of the book where I don't know words. We have hit the point of the book where, accent work is very important, which I do not have. But how are you, Mayfita? I think this is the first time I've seen you? It is. Well, welcome, welcome, and I hope you guys find yourself comfy and cozy. If anyone needs to raid and run, I totally get it. If anyone needs to raid and run, I totally get it. If you need rest, need to eat, medication reminders for everyone. If you have not taken medication today, do it now. Drink water, drink tea, drink soda, drink something. But welcome, welcome in. But we are reading Dracula. We are currently in, the first Mina chapter, so we're on our girly pop. We're on our first girly pop. I'm reading To the Lighthouse. Oh, you were also doing a reading stream. Nice. We love ourselves reading streams here. I have started doing reading streams again. This is my... Oh wow, this is my third book read on stream. We have done Carmilla. I think our first ever book was Carmilla. And then we did Frankenstein. And now we are doing Dracula. But I'm glad you and your people could jump in. We are in around the middle of chapter 6 of Dracula. So we're not that far. So if everyone would like to continue reading Dracula with me, that would be grand. Unfortunately, I'm kind of dumb. So some of these words are old and they're passing by me. And y'all will be getting what I was just experiencing. And what I have been experiencing is, let me read this previous sentence. And you consent that all these steens be a boon folk that have tier, snod and snog. I sent again. And then that just be where the lie comes in, where there be scores of these lay beds that be tombed as Dune's baka box on a Friday night. He nudged one of his companions and they all laughed. And my God, how could they be otherwise? Look at that one. The aftest abaft on the beer bank. Read it. I went over and read. Edward Svenslav, Master Mariner. Master Marinera! It is the Master Marinara, everyone. It's the Master of Marinara sauce. Edward Spenslav, Master Mariner, murdered by pirates off the coast of the Andres. April 1854. 8:30. Age of 30. I came back, Mr. Swales went on. I'm going to take that ad break now. I need water. But thank you, Meta, for writing in, and thank you for bringing over your your watchers. I don't know you, so I don't know what your watchers are called. I don't know what your community is called, but I welcome in everyone. We are a safe place. We are a happy place. I mispronounce a lot of words, but we make fun of that here. What is a mispronunciation but a typo of the mouth? But we have ads in just 5 seconds, so I'm going to use that time to go get water. As soon as ads start. Actually, no, I'll just go early. I'll be right back, everyone. Enjoy my BRB screen. Is there gay? No, it's the lighthouse. It's a lighthouse. On topic. I'm back. Imagine the 2025 version of this. Like, the person talks more slang. Just 6-7 everywhere. Like how we struggle to read Shakespeare, but in modern slang, it's more understandable. I'm eating chocolate and trying to design a creature. Ooh, what kind of creature? Ad break is over. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Oh wait, do I still? Okay, I still have this. Welcome back from ads, everyone. I have my water. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of derping. It's late. Okay, now we're back to the old man. Remember, before commercial break, we were back to this awful man. Who brought him home? I wanted to help him here. Made off the coast of Andres. And you can't say that his body lay under. Why, I could name you a dozen whose bones lie in Greenland seas above. He pointed northwards. Or where the currents may have drifted them. There be the steams around ye. Ye can with ye young eyes read the small print of the lies from here. This is Braithwaite Lowy. I know his father lost in the lively off Greenland in Trone. Lord Andrew Woodhouse drowned in the same seas in 1777, while John Paxton drowned off the Cape Farewell a year later. Old John Wallins. Or old John Rawlings. John Rawlings, whose grandfather sailed with me, drowned in the Gulf of Finland in 1750. Do you think all these men will have to make a rush to Whitby when the trumpet sounds? I have me anthems about it. I tell ye, when they got here, they be jomlin and jostling one another that way. They be jomlin and jostling one another that way. That'd be... Ood be like a fire up on the ice in the old days. When we be at one another from daylight to dark and trying to tie up our cuts by the light of the aurora borealis. This was evidently local peasantry. Local pleasantry! But the old man cackled over it. His cronies joined in with gusto. But, I said, surely you are not quite correct. For you start on the assumption that all the poor people or their spirits have to take their tombstone with them on the day of judgment? Do you think that will really be necessary? Well, what else they be tombstones for? Answer me that, miss. To please their relatives, I suppose. To please their relatives, you suppose? This he said with intense scorn. How will it pleasure their relatives to know that lies is wrote over them, and that everybody in the place knows that they be lies? Pointing to a stone at our feet, which had been laid down as a slab, on which the seat was rested, close to the edge of a cliff. Read the lies on that Thruststein, he said. The letters were upside down to me from where I sat, but Lucy was more opposite to them, so she leaned over and read. Sacred to the memory of George Cannon, who died in hope of a glorious resurrection on July 29th, 1873, falling from the rocks at the Kellness. This tomb was erected by his sorrowing mother to her dearly beloved son. He was the only son of his mother, and she was a widow. Really, Mr. Swales, I don't see anything funny in that. She spoke her comment very gravely and somewhat severely. You don't see all funny. But that's because you don't gone for the sorrowing mother was a hellcat that hated him because he was a crooked, a regular lamiter he was. And he hated her, so that he... Wow, this word, this Dracula just throwing words at me. Hold on. I haven't gotten past the base. Something from the family Mesonichidae. That family has been described as wolves with hooves, so this thing's going to be interesting. Okay, there is a word that is coming up that might trigger some people, so just a little warning. So I'm gonna repeat that last sentence. Ye don't see funny, but that's because ye don't Gom the Soren mother was a hellcat that hated him, because he was a crooked. A regular lamiter he was, and he hated her so much that he committed suicide in order that she mightn't get insurance she put on his lap. He blew nigh the top off of his head with an old musket that they had for scaring the crows with. 'Twarn't for the crows then, for it brought the clays and the dops to him. That's the way he fell off the rocks. And as to hopes of a glorious resurrection, I've often heard him say that he hoped he'd go to hell, for his mother was so pious that she'd be sure to go to heaven, and he didn't want to addle where she was. Now isn't that Steen at any rate? He hammered it with his stick as he spoke. A pack of lies. A pack of lies. It won't make Gabriel Keckle when Geordie comes panning up the grease with the tombstone balanced on his hump, and ask it to be took as evidence. I don't know what to say, but Lucy turned the conversation as she said, rising up. Oh, why did you tell us of this? It was my favorite seat, and I cannot leave it. And now I must go on sitting over the grave of suicide. Well, this was my favorite spot, and now I know it's suicide. Okay, Lucy. Man, the humor is dark. Man, the humor is dark. It was my favorite seat. Now it's ruined. That won't harm ye, my pretty. It may make poor Geordie gladsome to have so trim a lass sitting on his lap. That won't hurt ye. Well, I've sat here off and on for nigh 20 years past, and it hasn't done me no harm. Don't ye fash about them as lies unto ye. Or that doesn't lie there either. It'll be time for you getting scarked when you see the tombstone all run away with. And the place as bare as a stubble field. There's the clock, and I must be going. My service to ye, ladies, and off he hobbled. Lucy and I sat a while, and it was all beautiful before us. And we took hands as we sat, and she told me all over again about Arthur and their coming marriage. That made me just a little heartsick, for I haven't heard from Jonathan for a whole month. I get the sense that Lucy's a bit of a drama queen. Lucy had three proposals in one day. And then she said, in a letter, after informing us she turned down 2, that she was like, why can't I have all 3 of these men? She really said, why can't I have all 3 of these men? I would marry all 3 of these men. She literally wrote that. So Lucy is a bit of a drama queen, but the men love her for it, I guess. The same day, I came over here alone, for I am very sad. There was no letter for me. I hope there cannot be anything the matter with Jonathan. The clock has just struck 9. I see the lights scattered all over town, sometimes in rows where the streets are, and sometimes singly. They run right up the Esk and die away in the curve of the valley. To my left, the view is cut off by a black line of roof of the old house next to the abbey. The sheep and lambs are bleating in the fields away behind me. There is a clatter of a donkey's hooves up on the paved road below. The band on the pier is playing a harsh waltz in good time, and further along the quay, there is a Salvation Army in a back street. Neither of the bands hears the other, but up here, I hear and see them both. I know where Jonathan is, and if he is thinking of me, I wish he were here. Dr. Seward's diary. Man, I have another diary and then a whole journal. Okay. Dr. Seward's diary. 5th of June. The case of Renfield grows more interesting the more I understand the man. He has certain qualities very largely developed. Selfishness, secrecy, and purpose. I wish I could get at what the object of the latter. I wish I could get at what is the object of the latter. He seems to have some settled scheme of his own, but what it is I do not yet know. His redeeming quality is a love of animals, though. Indeed, he has some curious turns in it, in that sometimes I imagine he's only abnormally cruel. His pets are of odd sorts. Just now his hobby is catching flies. He has at present such a quantity, I have had myself to expostulate. To my astonishment, he did not break out into a fury as I expected, but took the matter in simple seriousness. Thought for a moment and then said, "You have 3 days, I shall clear them away." Of course, I said that would do, I must watch him. 18th of June. He has turned his mind now to spiders. Has got several very big fellows in a box. He keeps feeding them with his flies, and the number of the latter is becoming sensibly diminished. Though he has used half his food in attracting more flies from outside to his room. 1st of July. His spiders are now becoming a great nuisance as his flies. Today I told him he must get rid of them. He looked very sad at this, so I said that he must clear out some of them at all events. He cheerfully acquiesced in this, and I gave him some time as before for reduction. He disgusted me much while with him. For when a horrid blowfly, bloated with some carrion food, buzzed into the room, he caught it, held it exultantly for a few moments between his finger and thumb, and before I knew what he was going to do, put it in his mouth and ate it. I scolded him for it, but he argued quietly that it was very good and very wholesome. That was life, strong life, and gave life to him. This gave me an idea, or the rudiment of one. I must watch how he gets rid of his spiders. He evidently has some deep problem in his mind. He keeps a little notebook in which he is always jotting down something. Whole pages are filled with masses of figures, generally single numbers added up in batches, and then the totals added in batches again, as though he were focusing some account, as the auditors put it. Oh gosh, how wholesome. Eating insects. 8th of July. There is a method in his madness, and the rudimentary idea in my mind is growing. It will be a whole idea soon, and then, oh unconscious cerebration. You will have to give the wall to your conscious brother. I kept away from my friend for a few days, so I might notice if there were any change. Things remain as they were, except that he has parted with some of his pets, and got a new one. He has managed to get a sparrow, and has already partially tamed it. His means of taming is simple, for already his spiders have diminished. Those that do remain, however, are well fed, for he still brings in flies by tempting them with his food. 19th of July. This man is just going to have a whole menagerie in this lunatic asylum. Remember, this is the doctor with a whole lunatic asylum. However, it's also about to become a zoo. We own a the new movie, the sequel to We Own a Zoo. We own a lunatic asylum and a zoo. 19th of July. We are progressing. My friend has now a whole colony of sparrows. His flies and spiders are almost obliterated. When I came in, he ran to me and said he wanted to ask me a great favor. A very, very great favor. And as he spoke, he fawned on me like a dog. I asked him what it was, and he said, with a sort of rapture in his voice and bearing, A kitten. A nice little, sleek, playful kitten
that I can play with, and teach, and feed, and feed, and feed.
I was not unprepared for this request, for I noticed how his pets went on increasing in size and vivacity. But I did not care about his pretty family of tame sparrows should be wiped out in the same manner as the flies and spiders, so I said I would see about it, and asked him if he would not rather have a cat than a kitten. His eagerness betrayed him as he answered, "Oh yes, I would like a cat. I asked for a kitten unless you should refuse me a cat." No one would refuse me a kitten, would they? You would deny a man a cat, but would you deny a man
A kitten?
I love how he's like, I wanted to ask for a cat, but I figured you'd let me have a kitten. I figured I'd start small. As I have started small in every other way. A Zoonatic asylum. I shook my head and said at present I would fear it not be possible, but I would see about it. His face fell and I could see a warning of danger in it, but there was a sudden fierce, sidelong look which meant killing. The man is an undeveloped, homicidal maniac. I shall test him with his present craving, and see how it will work out. Then I shall know more. The man is an undeveloped, homicidal maniac. I shall test this theory. Ah, yes. Before the ethics of testing, before we had, you know, committees. I have visited him again and found him sitting in the corner, brooding. I came in, he threw himself on his knees before me and implored me to let him have a cat, that his salvation depended on it. I was from, however, told him that he could not have it, whereupon he went without a word and sat down, gnawing his fingers, in the corner where I found him. I shall see him in the morning, early. 20th of July. Visited Ranfield very early, before the attendant ran his rounds. Found him up and humming a tune. He was spraying out his sugar, which he had saved, in the window, and was manifestly beginning his fly-catching again. Beginning it cheerfully and with a good grace. I looked around for his birds, and not seeing them, asked him where they were. He replied, without turning around, that they had all flown away. There were a few feathers about the room and on his pillow. And on his pillow, a drop of blood. I said nothing, but went and told the keeper to report to me if there were anything odd about him during the day. Your keeper's going to die, my man. "11 a.m. The tenant has just been to me to say that Renfield has been very sick and has disgorged a whole lot of feathers. My belief, doctor," he said, "that he has eaten his birds. He just took and ate them raw." Well, he is in a lunatic asylum. Oh, jeez, my cat. Oh, wow. Yeah, he just ate some raw sparrows. 11 p.m., same day. I gave Renfield a strong opiate tonight, enough to make even him sleep, and took away his pocketbook to look at it. Thought had been buzzing about my brain lately. It's complete, and the theory proved. My homicidal maniac. My little homicidal maniac. My little trash bun. My little man. My little scrunglow. My homicidal maniac. Which is also how I refer to my cat. My little hub, my little man, my baby girl who can do nothing wrong. My man is so baby girl. He ate 11 sparrows raw. He could do nothing wrong. Oh my god, was Dr. Seward the first Tumblr girly pop? Dr. Seward, the first Tumblr girly pop? Isn't she my little homicidal maniac? My homicidal maniac is of a peculiar kind. So I think Dr. Seward is ethically, and ethically, morally bad. She killed an native pigeon once. I was like, how the hell did you do that? My homicidal maniac is of a peculiar kind. I shall have to invent a new classification for him. I shall call him Azoophagous. Life-eating maniac. My desire is to absorb as many lives as he can, and he has laid himself out to achieve it in a cumulative way. He gave many flies to one spider, and many spiders to one bird, and then wanted a cat to eat the many birds. What would he have done for his later steps? Be almost worthwhile to complete the experiment. Might be done if there were only a sufficient cause. Men sneered at vivisection, yet look at its results today. Why not advance science in its most difficult and vital aspect, the knowledge of the brain? Tie even the secret of one such mind. Did I hold the key to the fancy of even one lunatic? I might advance my own branch of science to a pitch I might advance my own branch of science to a pitch compared with which Bertrand Sanderson's physiology or Ferrier's brain knowledge would be as nothing. If only there were a sufficient cause. I must not think too much of this, or I may be tempted. A good cause might turn the scale with me, for may I not, too, be of an exceptional brain? Congenitally. I just learned that my chosen base species for my creature is weirder than I thought. Oh, how so? Very, very on topic. How well the man reasoned. Lunatics always do within their own scope. I wonder how many lives he values a man, or if at only one. Has he closed the account most accurately, and today began a... He has closed the account most accurately. Today... Oh my god. And today began a new record. How many of us begin a new record with each day of our lives? To me, it seems only yesterday that my whole life ended with my new hope. That, truly, I began a new record. So it will be until the great recorder sums me up and closes my ledger account with a balance to profit or loss. Oh, Lucy, Lucy, and I cannot be angry with you. Nor can I be angry with my friend whose happiness is yours. But I must only wait on hopeless and work. If only I could have a strong cause as my poor mad friend here. A good, unselfish cause to make me work. That would be indeed happiness. Oh no, Lucy. Did Lucy turning down this man's proposal make a maniac? Oh no. Oh no, avoiding the foursome is going to cause Renfield to go cray-cray. Polyamory could have saved Renfield. Polyamory could have saved Renfield. What other horrors awaits us? As we You know, I knew Dracula was a vampire. I didn't know Renfield was a fucking lunatic. I knew he was in a lunatic asylum, but, you know, some of those people, most people in lunatic asylums are just misdiagnosed. 5 toes on each foot, each toe ending in a tiny hoof. And scientists once thought it was the ancestor to whales. It sounds like a child of Cthulhu. That sounds kind of eldritch, not going to lie. Polyamory could have saved him. A polykill could have saved everyone. Hey Vampy, how are you tonight? Welcome in. You came just in time. Polyamory could have saved the psychopath. How is you tonight, Vampy? Also, thank you for the sub to Yuga. Everyone needs my emotes. Holy crap, thank you, Vampy. Thank you, Vampy. You are single-handedly making sure I get a payout every month. Thank you, Vampy. You are single-handedly making sure I get a payout every month. I mean, I'm good. How's stream? Stream is good. I'm kind of glad I streamed tonight. There was a chance I wasn't going to stream because I was not feeling up to it. I just wanted to nap. But now I get to know polyamory could have saved. Now I know polyamory could have saved a lunatic. Wait, what? What? Abby! 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 Get paid, get laid, read a book? I don't know if that did rhyme. Abby! Thank you! I'm gonna have to get sound alerts just for Vampy. How am I on a level 6 hype trade? Thank you, Vampy. Who do we hit? I think I saw Tom. I saw Mira, Bracos, Mafita. True Orange Jesus. I don't think I've seen Orange Jesus. Thank you, Abby. Again? Wait, what? Solar. Oh my god. What? Oh my god, you too. This is why silver is my favorite metal. Yeah, shattered. All-time record shattered. Hey, I'm just reading Dracula. Thank you guys. How? I don't know how I'm gonna repay you. I'm going to have to be super hot. I'm going to have to be super hot. You are reading Dracula in front of me. Chat, we can't have a sad whisper on our chat. Just keep being yourself. Thank you, Vampy. Thank you, Silver, so much. Oh shit, am I crying? Hold on, I have to moisturize myself. Just keep being yourself. Guys. I was making a joke and now I have subs. I love the clip of you reading this where Jamal had one eye twitching. It's like, damn, you the Vulcans.
Spell on you.
And now you're mine. Now I have the emotes. Vampy, thank you. Vampy, thank you so much. Well, tomorrow. What am I going to stream tomorrow? What do you mean? I don't know what I mean. I'm overwhelmed. This is their fault. Thank you guys. Oh, it's my fault. The answer is, I'm streaming the letter. I don't know what to tell you. You guys, I don't know what I did to deserve y'all, but... Like, seriously, I'm crying. I'm crying. Of happiness. Wait! No! No! Ay! 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 Thank you, you guys. Alright, let me make sure something's... I want to make sure I'm not about to be attacked by Chen. Okay, good. Good. Oh no, wait, I'm wrong! I'm wrong! I'm still in the danger zone! Welcome to the danger zone! Me, I want to stream for a living. Also me, stop giving me money. Stop giving me money. I want to stream for a living. Also me, stop giving me money. What am I doing? I am horrified. I'm filled with the horror. I'm also filled with the horror, but thank you guys. Oh. I can't see that celebration right now, but I'm sure it's amazing. Hold on, let me actually channel. Let me see. Actually, you know what? I'll probably see it through the Oh no, wait. Hype chest. Everyone, open your hype chest. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Choo-choo. Okay. Seriously, I don't know how to repay you guys. Well, I guess I just have to be super hot. That's something that needs a fade. I know, but, like... As the entertainer here... as the center of the love... I can think of one way, but that's for Blue Church. I mean, what? Well, the pinup calendar will come out next year, maybe. The pinup calendar may be out next year. Well, I don't have one planned for next year, but like maybe 2027? Maybe 2027, who knows? Wonk. How is that how you play this? By not playing the letter again? I could hold on, wait, let me hold on, wait. Let me see how much the worst visual novel ever is. Because there is one worse than the letter, I promise you. I have played it. The word, not the world, not the word. Ah, there we go. How many negative reviews does this bitch have? How is this mostly positive? Oh, you only have 47 reviews. Reach 57 before 2026. I will play the letter. You're trying to figure out what I should pick for my next piece of creature. These look like words. I think Quincy's lines would be easy to understand. There's an idea. Get subs by threads. Well, technically, we have reached 50 subs. I think, Vampy, RX, and Silver gave out like 25 altogether yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, Friday. But, how do I play this horrible game? Hey, I gave it a something too. This is literally the worst visual novel ever. You can trust me on that. This is the worst visual novel ever. There is a lot of breasty boobling in this visual novel. For now. Next year, though. For now. You are safe from the letter. Okay, let me read this. I still stand that Saint Maker is the worst one. True, it's... To be fair, it's more of a kinetic novel, and thusly, I'm going to put it on the standards of a kinetic novel. However, in terms of story, it's better than the letter. In terms of being a horror, it's better. But in terms of being a visual novel, it's worse. It was boring, is what it is. True. Have I not started this? Next year, get me to 50 subs, I'll play the second worst visual novel. The envelope. The parcel. The Amazon package. Maybe I should make a parody of the letter. Maybe that's what I should do. Okay, hold on. Let me actually read. Let me read this. How long have we been going on for? 3 hours? Okay.
26th of July.
Oh, Mina Murray's journal. The second worst game ever. The Amazon website. Okay. I will not break tonight. I always spend all of like Friday breaking.
26th of July. I am anxious, and it soothes me to express myself here. It's like whispering to oneself and listening at the same time. There's also something about the shorthand symbols that makes it different from writing. I am unhappy about Lucy and about Jonathan. I had not heard from Jonathan for some time, and was very concerned, but yesterday, dear Mr. Hawkins, who is always so kind, sent me a letter from him. I wrote in him asking him if he had heard, and he said the enclosed had just been received. It is only a line dated from Castle Dracula, and says that he is starting for home. That is not like Jonathan. I do not understand it. It makes me uneasy. Then, too, Lucy, although she is well, has lately taken to her old habit of walking in her sleep. Her mother has spoken to me about it, and we have decided that I am to lock the door of our room every night. Mrs. Westerner has got an idea that sleepwalkers always go out on roofs of houses, along the edges of cliffs, and then get suddenly wakened and fall over with a despairing cry that echoes all over the place. Poor dear, she is naturally anxious about Lucy, and she tells me that her husband, Lucy's father, had the same habit, and he would get up in the night and dress himself and go out if he were not stopped. Lucy is to be married in the autumn, and she is already planning out her dresses and how her house is to be arranged. I sympathize with her, for I do the same. Only Jonathan and I will start in life in a very simple way, and shall have to try to make both ends meet. Mr. Holmwood, he is the Honorable Arthur Holmwood, only son of Lord Godalming, is coming up here very shortly, as soon as he can leave town, for his father is not very well. I think dear Lucy is counting the moments till he comes. She wants to take him up to the seat on the churchyard cliff, show him the beauty of Whitby. I dare say it is the waiting which disturbs her. She'll be all right when he arrives.
Sorry, I got something in my eyes, literally, but also, like, still want to cry.
27th of July. No news from Jonathan. I'm getting quite uneasy about him. Though why I should, I do not know. But I do wish that he would write, if it were only a single line. Lucy walks more than ever, and each night I'm awakened by her moving about the room. Fortunately, the weather is so hot that she cannot get cold. But still, the anxiety and the perpetually being wakened is beginning to tell on me. I'm getting nervous and wakeful myself. Thank God Lucy's health keeps up. Mr. Holmwood has been suddenly called to the ring to see his father, who has taken seriously ill. Lucy frets at the postponement of seeing him, but does not touch her looks. She is a trifle stouter, and her cheeks are a lovely rose pink. She has lost that anemic look which she had. I pray it will all last. 3rd of August. Another week gone, and no news from Jonathan, not even to Mr. Hawkins, from whom I have heard. Oh, I do not hope he is not ill. He surely would have written. I look at the last letter of his, but somehow it does not satisfy me. It does not read like him, and yet it is his writing. There is no mistake of that. Lucy has not walked much in her sleep the last week. There is an odd concentration about her which I do not understand. Even in her sleep she seems to be watching me. She tries the door, and finding it locked, goes about the room searching for the key. 6th of August. Another 3 days and no news. This suspense is getting dreadful. If only I knew where to write to, or where to go to, I'd feel easier. But no one has heard a word of Jonathan since that last letter. I must only pray to God for patience. Lucy is more excitable than ever, but is otherwise well. Last night was very threatening, and the fishermen say that we are in for a storm. Must try to watch it and learn the weather signs. Today is a grey day. The sun, as I read, is hidden in thick clouds high over the Kettleness. Everything is grey except the green grass, which seems like emerald amongst it. Grey earthy rock, grey clouds, tenderest sunbursts at the far edge, hang over the grey sea, into which the sand points stretch like grey fingers. The sea is tumbling in over the shallows and the sandy flats with a roar. Muffled in the sea mists, drifting inland. I saw thick clouds and my brain died. The thick horizon. It's thick, it's all thick. Thickness. The thickened plot. The thick one plots. That's what they say when I write, the thick one plots. The ADHD is strong in those clouds. The horizon is lost in a grey mist. All is vastness. The clouds are piled up like giant rocks, and there is a brool over the sea that sounds like some presage of doom. Dark figures on the beach here and there, sometimes half shrouded in a mist, and seem men like trees walking. The fishing boats are racing for home, and rise and dip in the groundswell as they sweep into the harbor, bending to the scuppers. Here comes old Mr. Swales. He's making straight for me, and I can see by the way he lifts his hat that he wants to talk. I've been quite touched by the change in the poor old man. And he sat down beside me, he said in a very gentle way,
I want to say something to you, miss.
I could see he was not at ease, so I took his poor old wrinkled hand in mine, asked him to speak fully. So he said, leaving his hand in mine,
I'm afraid, my dear, that I must have shocked you all by all the wicked things I've been saying about the dead and such like for the weeks past. But I didn't mean them. And I want you to remember that when I'm gone, we odd folks be daffled, and with one foot abaft the crook hole. Don't altogether think of it, and we don't want to feel the scar of it, and that's why I took to making light of it, so that I'd cheer my own heart a bit. But Lord love ye, miss, I ain't afraid of dying, not a bit. Only I don't want to die if I can help it. Our time must be nigh at hand now, for I be odd, and 100 years is too much for any man to expect. And I'm so nigh that the odd man is already wetting his sath. You see, I can't get out of the habit of capering about it all at once. The chaps will wag as they used to. Some day soon the angel of death will sound his trumpet for me. But don't ye dole in greet, my dearie. For he saw that I was crying. He should come this very night. I not refuse to answer his call. For life be, after all, only waiting for something else than what we're doing. And death be all that we can rightly depend on. But I'm content, for it's coming to me, my dearie. Hold on, let me repeat that. I'm content, for it's coming to me, my dearie, and coming quick. Maybe coming while we're looking and wondering. Maybe it's in that wind over the sea that's bringing with it loss and wreck, and sore distress and sad hearts. Look. He cried suddenly. There's something in that wind, and that host beyond that sounds, and looks and tastes and smells like death. It's in the air. I feel it coming. Lord, make me answer cheerful when my call comes. He held up his arms devoutly and raised his hat. His mouth moved as though he was praying. After a few minutes' silence, he got up, shook hands with me, and blessed me, and said goodbye, and hobbled off. It all touched me, and upset me very much. I was glad when the Coast Guard came along with his spyglass under his arm. He stopped to talk with me, as he always does. All the time he kept looking at a strange ship. I can't make her out, he said. She's a Russian, by the look of her. But she's knocking about in the queerest way. She doesn't know her mind a bit. She seems to see the storm coming, but can't decide whether to run up north in the open or put in here. Look there again. She's steering mighty strangely. For she doesn't mind the hand on the wheel. Changes about with every puff of wind. We'll hear more of her before this time tomorrow. And that was chapter 6. I think we know who's on the ship. That's Dracula on that there ship. That's Dracula there on that ship. Oh hey, is it the Demeter? That's a vampire. Stacy, that's Dracula's ship. Stacy, that's Dracula on that ship. Ah yes, good old Dracula, sailing the 7 seas on his ship. If I remember correctly, vampires can't cross running waters, but there's nothing about them being on a ship. That's a vampire in them there hills. Vampiric loophole. Wait, was the Demeter about Dracula or Nosferatu? I don't remember. I remember there was a vampire movie earlier this year, or was it last year? It was either earlier this year or late last year about a vampire on a ship. It was either Nosferatu or Dracula. I think it was Nosferatu. Last year, yeah. I felt like it was in the winter or fall of last year, yeah. Although, this year is also about to be last year. Well, Nosferatu was this year. Which year was it? Time! I think last Voyage of the Damned, that was what I was thinking of. Also, about Dracula on a ship. I feel like that's a weird Dr. Seuss foot. I nearly said fuck. That's the Dr. Seuss mature collection. Nosferatu has Nosferatu on a ship. Since Nosferatu is an adaptation of Dracula. Ah. I won't have Dracula on a ship. I won't have Dracula on a plane. I don't want your Dracula on my plate. I don't remember the whole rhyme. Dracula, get on this ship. Dracula, get on this plane. Planes, trains, and Dracula mobiles. Dracula couldn't be a pirate. What happened if Dracula was just tossed into the ocean? Would he just die? Would Dracula just die? I don't know. Well, the sea is extra salty today. I wonder why. A vampire died. A vampire decided to swim, my dear. Okay, let me see who's on. Or if I want to rate anyone. I want a story about pirate vampires now. What is Hallie playing? He is playing Clover Pit. Let's see here. Have I? You know what? I normally just kind of like chill. I normally just kind of end stream after the reading, so I think that's what we'll do. Tomorrow I might stream. Tomorrow I may not. I might want rest. I have to help with the. I have to help with fucking what the fuck is it? The learner's permit tomorrow. So I may not be up for streaming. I may need rest. So, there is Tuesday. Hell, I'll let y'all know. Hell, I'll let y'all know. Good night. Good fortune. See you when I see you. Bye.